All right, Juan, thank you for doing this interview with me. I really appreciate it. You want to just tell a little about yourself, just briefly here?
Yeah, so my name is Juan Aguilar, interior designer here at Ryan. I've been here since December of 2020 and currently working in senior living and government buildings.
Awesome, yeah. So I'm just going to ask you a couple questions, pick your brain a little bit about a designer, and hopefully this is enjoyable for you. So
yeah, a lot of volunteering kind of did help me to get in the field. I think my first semester out of high school, I did an intro to interior design class, and that was the biggest take back I got from that professor was get your name out there, make connections, and those connections will lead you to further pathways.
Nice.
Ever since I was a little kid, I always wanted to go to downtown Phoenix, which is not that big of a city compared to other cities, but I always loved the buildings, the highlights, the details to architecture and even clothing, cars interior. So it was just a design aesthetic in general that really sparked my interest.
Nice.
I think being passionate about what you're designing is critical because ultimately you're kind of like a salesman trying to sell your vision to the client. So you yourself have to be in love with whatever creation is. So you have to be your number one fan with whatever you design, because if you're not, then how are you going to convince other people that what you're suggesting is, the perfect fit for them?
So do you ever have stretches where you might kind of doubt yourself, or you think that what you're doing isn't number one, and how do you get past that?
Yes, I think feedback from other designers is a pretty big thing. Sometimes we overthink things. Yeah, so I can give a good example. I was part of a firm that we redesigned the Renaissance Hotel in downtown. And, this hotel had been remodeled 3 times. So we came up with this whole concept, rising from the ashes to the third power. Because this was his third remodel, it's gone through so many renovations, and it was kind of like a breath of fresh air.
You take kind of a singular idea and try to explode that and manifest it.
And it can even be something as simple as artwork. Like, for example, we did this cool owl piece in the lobby of Renaissance, and we translated that into the remodel of the restrooms, public restrooms, and we call it the Hoot's Nest.
Oh, nice.
And that was our whole vision on that whole remodel, was that one piece of artwork.
And so how did you come across that one artwork, or like what made that a possibility there?
We wanted to do something local. So we used local artisans and all that, and they gave us their ideas for it. So it was like just this cool piece of artwork. Normally we do brainstorming sessions in the beginning, kind of give our thoughts and ideas on what we envision the space to be, and some ideas might be better than others. I might be like, oh, I never thought of that. So it's just a lot of collaborating. Digital, I see a lot of digital. I want to say we might start coming back to having a more warm spaces, because I feel like everything now is bland, and kind of integrating that, new design technology with the old school cozy feeling. So I think we're kind of lacking that now.
Well, yeah, all the new technology has kind of forced people to use it, integrate it, and then you lose some of that other old-time vision.
Biggest challenge, budgets.
Budgets.
Budgets are interesting. Getting your idea across sometimes to the client is a little difficult, especially before when technology was, like all these renderings weren't as available, or some firms did not have that software. So a basic sketch and being able to kind of storytelling through it, through like a 2D thing, and having them really buy in on your idea. And getting that.
Gotcha.
That it's okay to doubt yourself sometimes. I think that's part of growing. I thought I was done with design. I left it for about over a year and had time to rethink, and I'm like, no, there's nothing else I'd rather do than interior design. So it's not bad to doubt yourself sometimes. It's part of growing, and networking is huge.
Awesome.
Networking is huge.
Okay, well, thank you for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.